Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. What we're going to do is going to start making the links. So here is arms. We got 4 of those to make. This will be the eccentric strap on the crankshaft. And from there it goes to this link. That then is fitted in. Let's just see if I can. I don't know if you can see that. That would be fits in. We're going to make some of these, which will make the links will fit into there, and then of course it goes to the valve rods. So what I've got, just zoom out a little bit, in a little bit, there we are. What I got, with a 2" by 3/16. I've got to make 2 of these links, and we'll be using a rotary table on the milling machine. So what I've done, I've cut that long enough, so that pivot point there is the measurement for that arc. So I shall mark the middle, and from there will be this point, and we'll mark everything out each side there. One for there and one for this end. I get some Dicom on there. Right, so I've got some Dicom on there. It's all nice and dry. Now I'm going to start marking this out. From the middle out, and I'll get back to you. Right, as you can see, from the center I've marked those 2 holes there and that 1 hole there, all on a scribed arc. The same on this side. This is the center pivot point, which was there. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to drill this center hole on my rotary table. I've got a spigot, so what I'll do is drill this hole out so it locates dead center of my rotary table, and then I can clamp this on, and then we can move that along to this centers here to drill those holes. Then the next one will be to move it to that arc, drill that hole, and then we can put a milling cutter in to cut the slot, and then we can move it out and machine the outside curve there, and try and machine a little bit in there. Do the holes first and spin it around and do the holes first though. Right, I just set it up on my rotary table. Right, as you can see, I've got the rotary table set up on the milling machine, all centered up. So you can see, if you go back to one of my old videos where I did the rear hubs, this is a Morse 2 taper fitting in the top of there. So what I did is I cut one down and I made a spacer which is the same diameter as the hole in the hub, and then I did the hub that way. I've done this the same way, but I've used a different hole there. What we're going to do now, we got to move this over to these holes here. Can you see that? There. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And this, what I got to do is move that out 4 and 27/32s. I'll just change that in the fow and then we'll get going. Right, so I've got to move that over 4 inches and 843. 843 thou. So let's do that. Right, that's 4. Then we've got to go over 843. 8. 4. 3. Or if you want to go 8. Right, so we should be on that center. I'll just move the camera. Right, so I'm going to drill this hole first. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drill these holes right through first, one at a time. That way I'm not moving the rotary table left, right and centre. So I'm going to put a smaller drill in first. Right. Right, so the next hole we got to do, the size is got to be 532. Right, so I'll just sort the drill out for that. Right, so there's the 532 drill in there. Right. That's that one done. Now we're going to rotate the table to the next one. I'll put the center drill in there and I'll be able to line that up a lot better. Right, so I've got a center drill in. Bring that on down. We can line up that hole. Just put on there. Right. Now we'll just go through the same process. Right, so that's that. Now I'm going to change it for this proper size drill. Right. So on this first link, that's those two holes done. So now we're going to rotate the table 100 degrees, 180 degrees. And that'll be ready for the next two holes. I'll do those. You don't need to see me do those two holes. Once I've done those two, I'll get back to you. Right, so that's those other two holes drilled. Next thing I got to do now is move it out another 9/16, and that'll be the center of that arc there, which will be the center of that hole and the center of our curved slot, which is, let me just show you the drawing. You see that there? That'll be the center of that hole and the center of our slot. Right, so I've moved this over. Just going to drill that with a center hole, center drill. Then we're going to drill that hole out. Right, so that's that hole drilled. What I'll do is I'll just rotate the table 180 degrees. And I'll drill that hole there. I don't think you need me to show you me doing that, so I'll get back to you. Right, so that is the 3 holes on each link done. Now what I've got to do is change over to a milling cutter. A 932 milling cutter. For the slot, which is on the same arc as that last hole that I drilled. So let me get a milling cutter set up. Right, so I've got this set up ready to mill the slot. Looks like we're through now. Right, so that's that slot done. Now I'm going to rotate the rotary table 180 degrees. Now we're ready to do that one. So I should get on and do that. You don't need to see that. and I'll get back to you. Right, so that's both of these slots cut now for the link. If I show you the drawing now, what we can do, where is it? Put that round there so you can see that. There, this outside, we can now move it over and machine this curve on the outside. A little bit shaping in the middle there. That'll be those done then. I think that's what I'll do next. Move this out to leave on the drawing. It's got 1/8 of an inch from the edge of that slot to the actual finished size. So that's what I'll do next. So I've got this set up now to do the curved edge. I'll just slowly work my way into it. Right, so here we go. Right, this is the last cut along this side. Beautiful. Right, so I'm not worried about the end here. Now we've got to do a curve on the inside and here. So I shall do this end here first. And then do this little bit here. And then do the middle. And then I can then finish nipping it off there. I'll probably cut that off by hand then. So I'll just move it over. Because we want 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the slot to the cutter. That's lovely. And then we just nip it there, there, and in the end, in the middle there, right through then. That's the last cut there. And we're through there. Right, I'll move over to this side now and do that. I'll do this side and then get back to you while I do the middle. Right, that's that side done. Now what I've got to do is do that little bit in between the two holes from there to there. Just a little bit, but that way then it'll be a nice curve. Nice curve in between the two holes. Not much. Over a little bit more. Right, there we are. Right, that is all the curved parts I'm going to do. The end here I'll cut off and round with a file on that. And then I'll cut these off here by hand. Give it a good file up. And then that'll be the link, one link done. What I'll do now is I'll rotate the table. And I'll do exactly the same. On the other one. So when I've done that, I'll get back to you. Right, that's this link done. Right, that's all the curved bits done. Now what I'll do is I'll take it off of the rotary table, cut it off there, and then file all the rounds off. So let's get that off of there. Right, so that is the two links done. I'm very happy with those. They're pretty much spot on with the drawing. Right, so the next thing we got to do then, put them over there. These connecting rods, these bolt onto the straps. You got 4. Let's just flop the page over. And they look like this. So you got 2 per valve. So we got to make those, and then also the lifting links. Now if we take that, these lifting links fit in there. I think they're heading towards the straps. So you've got those straps over here go on there. So that's what we've been doing in the next video. These straps and these, the link assembly. So please subscribe to my channel and join me as I build a 2-inch scale Fowler Showman's traction engine.